What's up, everybody? Welcome to Before You Weekend, where we talk about the week before it ends. Are you happy I used it right this time? I made it even sound formal. What's up, everybody? Welcome to
Yeah,
Before
I
You
was
Weekend,
just
where
like,
we talk about
what's happening? Okay, cool.
You good?
I'm already new, my brother.
Tired.
Hey,
I'm so tired. I went to go remember my childhood. I bought Rascals before I came here. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember these.
Rascals.
Yeah.
You're in sweets, my dog.
I have to.
I need to bring you a package of pin pop.
Yeah, okay.
Because we just
When else did I have pin pop?
Yeah, we just dropped some. We're doing some stuff with pin pop.
I saw Well Done. Congratulations.
Yeah, shout out.
Actually, guys, tell us your age by the sweets you used to eat.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
I was a Skittles person. I loved Skittles as a kid.
Definitely Yo Getter.
Oh yeah.
Yo Getter.
So you better go get your getter.
You better
The sooner the better.
You understand?
Hey.
But I'm also from the era of Yo Getter, Mawaboni, Yo
What's
Getter.
that?
Get the
I
remix
actually don't
version.
know.
Are we easy?
No.
Mm.
I'm from Centurion.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
What else? I was eating Skittles. I hated Smarties. I didn't like Smarties. I ate it just because it was sweet. But I didn't like it.
Apple Munch. Apple Munch. Oh, the god.
Is that the icy?
The goddess, actually. That's a female vibe, that one.
The icy, right?
Yeah. The green
no.
pack. I used to love Apple Munch. That's the business.
Someone's gonna say Mayo. It's still
Mayo
relevant.
bangs.
I don't know if it's a classic though.
But it is. When last did you see somebody with a mayo?
Exactly.
No, but that's what we're talking about. Mayo bangs, bro. That's.
I would choose Mejeo over Mayo.
Oh no, I'm walking out. I'm leaving. What the freak are you talking
What's wrong
about?
with Mejeo? What do you judge me?
Not the same categories.
That might as well be a sweet for me.
You did say
I would sometimes in high school, buy it just to fit in.
TK.
Like, oh, I'm black. I felt like Drake. How many more black features do you feel like you're black enough? I got Mejeo. What's up, guys? It's the banana flavor. Guys, I'm being honest.
not to fit in.
Because I was like, guys, what is this? Why is everyone talking about this? And then I tried it. I was like, it's okay. But
What Macho?
in the beginning, it was
Yeah.
okay. And then it grew on me like, okay, I can see why people consume it. But it wasn't I didn't enjoy it. There's some foods that we have as black people. We celebrate that as like, you have it because it's survival food. And now you think it's culture. No, you've been indoctrinated to eat this every day.
I'm a keep. That's bird food. Live and direct. You know that the package says bird food? It's bird food.
Even the producers are adding something new.
They just shook.
Huh?
It's
What?
bird food. And then we just be up in this.
And that's crazy. Like when you take survival food and it becomes culture, and you completely forget why were people eating certain things at certain times, and you just think, no, we're celebrating this. It's like the conversation we had. Should we be celebrating where we come from? When
Like townships?
Yeah.
That, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you celebrating where you come from when your family was put there? You didn't create anything from there.
Yeah, people are like proudly from townships.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I rep that township with my chest. Or
Yeah.
like, and I'm like, yeah, I can tell you where I'm from, but it's like, I don't rep it. Like, because it's a concentration camp. How are you repping a concentration camp?
Yeah.
That's like Germans being like, yeah, I'm from concentration camp 213. Yeah. It's a weird psyche that we do.
Yeah.
You know?
And maybe it's be proud of
Oh, not Germans. I apologize. Jews.
Jews, yeah.
Yes.
And maybe
correction.
be proud of where you come from, but like also remember you were placed there. Like one
But
technically.
that's an irony, though. Be proud of where you come from.
Yeah,
I
like
think being proud of being South African.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to say be proud of where you started
Yes,
and celebrate
that's
where you're going.
correct. That's fine. That's fine.
So to do the whole, hey guys, I'm from Soweto. Where's Soweto? Where you at? No. No one. What? You don't hear people going, Sanson, stand up. It will look weird. Like,
Actually.
what? And I got all these Jews standing up with you, yeah. With the liberation fist. Like, what? That's a freedom fist. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because I'm like, I think it's actually just a weird notion because, especially if you're from like the village, but that's almost a little bit better to a certain extent because like the village is homelands, whereas township is concentration camp.
I get where you're coming from.
Right? Like village is homelands. It's like niggas own farms there. Like niggas own cows out there, bro. Like you in Atchesville, you don't own a cow, bro. You're paying somebody money. You don't own anything.
I get what you're saying.
Well, you might own the stand that you live at, but then again, you in the system. That guy's not. If like it's how the Limpopo guys are killing it. Like the guys in Limpopo because they're not in. There's no townships in Limpopo.
Yeah.
I mean, they might be called townships, but they really isn't.
It's like village.
It's village. It's just a bunch of villages. And that's why the guys are just killing it, going back home, building all those mansions.
Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, I get what you're saying in that regard, yeah. Limpopo's a good reference. Yeah.
Limpopo has its own Serengeti, if you peep that. Them niggas hard. They got like Cornwall Hill mansions out there. It's crazy.
Just grab a cup, you're watching before your weekend. You're watching before your weekend. You watching before you weekend. You watching before you weekend. Hey, you watching before you weekend. Hey.
One thing I wanted to talk about. So Kendrick is outside.
Okay.
He did a speech at some college graduate thing, and then announced that.
I thought you were gonna say he's going for therapy because he's been beating.
But he's been in therapy.
That's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Like, you know. I thought he's trying to get better. You know,
he's better.
He's the better man. Bigger man.
This is where I want to get to now.
Drop and keep.
So he announced. He announced he's doing a concert called Ken and Friends or something. This is for Juneteenth coming up. My conversation with that is, I think it's good. He should do concerts. He's back out. People are suspecting that he's gonna perform the diss tracks. And I feel like for a person like Kendrick, who's seen as this honorable Pulitzer Prize winner, like he's seen as he's not a typical rapper. I don't think he should. I know people going, when he performs Not Like Us, the stadium or whatever, the venue is gonna shake. I don't even think he should perform that. As great as the song is, as a bang as it is, don't perform that.
Why not? TK so PC, my brother. Why not?
Can you imagine hearing the whole crowd go, certified lover boy, certified pedophile? That's weird.
When we dropped, I keep telling you, when you
don't use composure.
When you drop that, that's what we all go in.
No. Composure wasn't like that. Composure wasn't a Casper.
We all go
because I know
bing,
you like
bing. Why you tripping, dog? Why you coming to my?
It's not the same.
What do you mean?
Kendrick, he like takes the gloves off on that song.
Yeah.
Let me say, oh, V-ho. Yes, the crowd will go mad and it's probably going to feel great. But that's like the toxic side of our humanity. Like, yeah, we all want to say.
Hey, man, I'm for it. I'm for like 6,000 people.
Do you guys want to hear a diss track that rough?
Drake ran back to back. And
he performed back to back?
Yeah, he did. On his tour. He performed, it's back to back. And what's the other one? Charged up.
Okay, but even those diss tracks, they weren't as rough as you are a pedophile. You have people in your circle who are sex offenders. You want to hear the whole crowd saying that?
It's fact. I mean, well, allegedly. Sorry, allegedly.
Oh, okay. This would be my crisis management. Kendrick doesn't perform it, but before he comes out on stage, that's a backtrack that plays for the people to enjoy it. And then they say introducing Kendrick Lamar. Then he does his Mr. Morale and Big Steppers tracks.
My thing is, you're trying to play safety after people got burned,
but the war's over. Exactly.
Who said the war's over?
What's Drake gonna do? It's been too long.
But exactly, what's Drake gonna do then? Let's perform the damn thing.
Nah, guys.
I guess that's how you feel. What's Drake gonna do?
Can you imagine him performing Meet the Grams?
Yeah, dark lights and everything, spotlight.
Yo, that will be like.
Yeah,
that will be dark.
I mess with that.
What do you guys think? Should he perform the diss tracks that have changed hip hop for 2024?
Producers agree with me.
Nah, guys, have a heart, people. Go to church again. What's going on?
We have heart for homeless people. We have heart for kids and for women and children in our country. We have a heart for Drake. I'm a man. Kendrick must go.
I'm just trying to think of all the other stuff we said. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. That's okay. Nah, there's no way he can perform any of those songs.
Well, do you know what's gonna happen? He's gonna do it.
I don't think so. I think he's honorable.
Honorable?
Yes. He's gonna do all this other nice stuff. He's not gonna do those three
TK,
songs.
honorable? Nothing honorable about...
You didn't come to do a concert to beef.
That guy
the beef's over.
That guy did a song about that guy's mother and father, dog.
You want him to perform that on stage?
But there's no... You said honor. Where was the honor?
The
honor left 5 diss tracks ago, bro.
That's in the war. The war's over.
My brother, it's no honor there, my man. It's like saying, yeah, when they, assaulted the women and kids, it was in the war, but they have honor after the war. Ain't no honor, bro. The honor left. He's finna do it.
No, the whole war's gonna... And this is gonna be
what
live
is
on
the
Amazon
tour? You said
Prime.
the tour is called Kane.
Kane and Friends.
Kane and Friends. Is the friend Abel? Kane and Abel.
He hasn't mentioned the Friends yet, but I think everyone's just excited that it's Kendrick.
Yeah. That's all a marketing stunt.
Probably. Before we get into it, what can you say about your job that you can't say about your partner?
Wait, what?
What can you say about your job that you can't say about your partner?
I don't think I understand what you're asking me, my brother.
It's like, what can you say about food that you can say about sex? So what can you say about your job that you can't say about your partner? Like, so I gotta come here every day.
TK likes problems, guys. Yo, TK. TK, you like problems. Where did you find this thing? Which lucky packet did you find this from?
I was just thinking about it yesterday. Like, let's put those two together.
Sorry, this one's giving it's like giving Penwell vibes. Like 5 kids, 1 baby mama, 5 baby mamas, 1 kid. What?
I was gonna say one more, but we can get into the conversation. I was gonna say, when does this finish? But
no, I mean I don't know.
okay, think about it across the episode.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Penwell's thing that Kevin's roasting him about. But actually, a lot of people have been saying this around the world. Like, we need to start regulating podcasts, and to some degree, I can understand why people are saying really stupid stuff on podcasts now, and unfortunately, there's no consequence to the stupid stuff people say. Like, you're not getting beat up, you're not getting sued, none of that stuff.
Because of freedom of speech.
Because of freedom of speech. And it seems like the freedom of speech on podcasts doesn't have consequences. So Penwell spoke about, and he said this multiple times, and hopefully if Penwell ever sees this, please come through. We would like to have a conversation. Let's disagree, let's agree, let's laugh.
So what did he say? Like, maybe let me hear it properly. Maybe I didn't hear it properly.
So basically, we're speaking about the idea of having 1 mother and 6 kids versus having 4 mothers and 6 kids, and he was weighing which one is actually easier to do.
So he's saying having 4 mothers and 6 kids is easier.
Because it's not 2 people bearing the burden of 6 kids. It's multiple mothers. Let's quickly call Nick Cannon and see, how do you feel about this?
I was about to say, it sounds like the theology of Nick Cannon.
I'm curious to see how you guys feel about it. Because I to some degree, I can sympathize and go, I can hear why you're saying that, because that means 1 mother's looking after 1 kid versus 1 mother looking after 6 kids. I hear the math. But I think over time, when those kids grow up, you're going to have problems.
So, keeping in line to what he's actually saying, it is not something I would do, but it makes sense. Actually. Because he's literally saying that. He's breaking it, the basics of what he was saying. Maybe how he delivered it wasn't maybe...
There is no nice way to deliver it.
Yeah,
imagine saying, I want a kid by you, but to make sure you're not under pressure, I'm going to have a kid with that woman too.
Yeah, but I also don't think it's... I don't think it's a theory you can adopt as a practical. But I think there is some sense and logic to what he's saying. You get what I'm saying? Like, applying it as a whole thing to be like, I want 6 kids, but or I want 8 kids. But by actual fact,
divide the burden.
I need to divide the burden. Like that, I don't think, is a practical you can apply like that.
Yeah.
And look, somebody might actually apply it like that. But by actual fact, it's a thing of what he's saying makes sense. Like, if you have 4 mothers, then there's less weight on the parents.
But there's still weight on the father to look after 6 kids.
No, of course. But it's the parenting aspect. I don't think it's the parent aspect. It's the parenting.
I think the thing is, I don't think we, as Africans, we're that shocked by it, because that stuff already happens. I mean, culturally, there's been polygamy and whatnot. It's just the way today's world works. It's interesting to see a man is public about what he wants and how he wants to get there. Because I think he said he wants, in one of the other interviews I've seen him in, I think he said he wants more kids. And and I don't know if, I mean, I'm assuming the way he's saying it, he wants it with other women too. I don't think he's thinking about the 4. He's like, I don't know.
Give it Nick Cannon for real.
What's this NBA game plan here? Like, what are we building?
We're building a soccer team.
And I can't judge him on that. It's a weird thing to do in 2024, looking at how fragmented families are now. Our generation already. I think probably all of us in this room have a half brother or half sister somewhere.
Yo. Facts.
And it's like, look at how divided that is. I have like a half sister. We don't speak. We only knew about each other when we were like 24, 25. That was the first time we heard we exist.
Yeah, I said I don't want to meet homeboy. No, I'm cool. I'm straight. We don't need to.
And I think that's my only thing I want to kind of fault him on. Like, considering the lives we're living now and the things we're finding out as we get older from our parents, whatnot, are you not going to repeat the cycle?
Yeah, but I also think you're thinking, hence why I'm like, the practicality of it is not straight, but you're thinking of the consequences, etc. But in line to what he said, that does make sense. I think beyond that, of course, it doesn't. Hence, I'm like, the practicality of it. But then again, for me, it's like the question still does stand, like with Nick Cannon, like, how's that a whole thing, for him? And but then also at the same time, if we're saying we go back to even our culture and traditions, etc., that was a norm though. So do we fault that as well and say because of that we have some of the issues that we have now, and you have a better equation by navigating 2-3 kids that you can fully parent? But then again, also, what's the guarantee to say that your child doesn't come out with issues still? Yeah, because history can also kind of go against that, to be like, it's probably a percentage conversation. Like, there's a percentage of people, for them, especially when it's like, that's normal.
Yeah.
For us, it's not normal. But like in cults and stuff like that, like kids that are born in cults, that's normal for them. You're the one that feels like it's weird. And like, but they're like, yeah, I've got 6. I've got 6 other mothers. I've got 15 siblings. It's normal. Because the other guy has the same thing. You get what I'm saying? So there's that aspect too.
Yeah, now they're going to go going, you only have 1 mother.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me come see your house.
What's happening?
Where's the other mothers?
What's happening at home? And I mean, sometimes that's why, like, you get into certain conversations with like Zulu people and they just be like, yo, what you mean? How's that normal? Or like,
we have to leave Zulu people alone on this podcast.
I mean,
they've been a target.
No, they're not a target. We love them. They dope.
I got asked in my DMs, why do you always joke about Zulu people? And I said they're the easiest target in South Africa because they're sensitive about everything.
Oh, that's true though.
It's easy to joke about them because if you want to get a reaction, find a Zulu.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we could stop there.
Don't worry, we're not talking about Inkabis this time. But last week, go to last week's episode. Okay, do you remember Cape Town, or DA was trying to do a whole Cape Independence thing? Well, there was a party doing a Cape Independence thing.
Yeah, they're still doing it, but yeah, that.
So I don't know if you remember a few years ago they found oil in Western Cape.
Yes.
You know how
which
much oil they found?
They sold to Total.
Is that a fact now? Because there was an update yesterday
What's the update yesterday?
that we're building security ties with US. That's why they keep coming to Cape Town. But they're probably trying to get the oil. They found that the oil is about $27 billion worth of oil.
And the rest of the country doesn't know about it. You know that, right?
Yep.
That's crazy.
And is it going to help the country? Probably not.
No.
That's concerning.
It's going to help 5 families and their friends.
Which brings me to the whole government of national unity, which is, I feel like it's a disguised ANC DA coalition. And if this conversations like this doesn't come up, it's gonna shake the boat.
Yeah. Is it really though?
It should.
It should. Yeah. It should. And yeah. Look, I think at the end of the day, it's whatever's happening in Cape Town, it's also because we allowed Oranje to exist. Right? So
okay, that's good.
If we allowed that to happen, then why not? Why not take Cape Town? It's not like you guys are building it. We've built it, so. And that's what always just low-key upset me with the conversation. And even when I started hearing the Cape Town chat, and I was like, if they trying to do it, they're going to do it. Because Oranje exists.
Cape Town's going to be very hard to sell off. It's going to be extremely hard to try to sell off Cape Town.
What do you mean?
Try and make it an independent state from South Africa.
What? Because Parliament's there.
That still we can't neglect that there is still public court of opinion. That I mean, even, like when I go to my TikTok, when I saw this become a conversation, even people in Cape Town are going, no, this is not a good move.
Okay.
They for DA because apparently DA keeps the streets clean, but it's like, yeah, you're saying that because you live in a suburb.
It's sad in South Africa that our minimum is keeping the streets clean, eh? That's where we're at.
Yeah.
Like the bare minimum is just like, yo, the streets are clean, there's no papers. Doing their job. But then again, what are the people gonna do about it?
Isn't this how government works? If the people
what are the people gonna do about it in a place where your livelihood is because of me, the other guy? You're alive because of me. You get to live. We're allowing you guys to walk around. Okay, and the only reason you're here is because while I'm surfing, I need somebody to be working. While I'm in Europe, I need somebody to be cleaning my house and making sure that my billions stay my billions. So, do you really have a say? No, not really. Because that's how the apartheid setup was. It was, you guys need to live. You want money. We have it. It's here. It's in here.
Yeah.
You're gonna come.
I mean, I guess that's how Venda was operating during apartheid as a separate state.
Venda.
Yeah, that's why they were that's why they flourished so much during that time. Even
interesting.
Babupani was also like a bit of a state. Had its own military. You should see videos. I think it's on YouTube. Find videos of how the military handled white people when they entered the area. It was beautiful to see. It looked like justice. Oh, it's like, yes, beat Fanny Garg. Just remind him, this is our streets, cuz. Babupani streets, cuz. There's a video where military guy's like, I can kill you right now. Said that to his face. The white guy can't say anything back because it's not Pretoria.
White people are getting jumped.
I mean, because they were trying to be problematic and like they'll do drive-bys, they'll drive through, and they will sometimes get caught. Yeah, like, bring this man back. It's time for mob justice. Yeah, it was rough. It's nice seeing justice in those times. And the thing is, the South Africans, they can't do anything because you're in a state that's not yours. So it's like, oh yeah, that is one of our bad whites. Keep him.
Yeah, but I mean, as crazy as it is, or as it sounds, I do think, that whole Cape Town situation is possible.
I hope not.
And there's nothing There's nothing we can do about it if they decide that's a chat. Nothing.
Well, hopefully they need us because
the only people, by actual fact, the only people that, if it comes down to it, the only people that could make a difference in that equation, you would have to call upon the rulers of the Cape Flats.
Ish.
The only way, my brother.
That sounds like a good movie.
Yes. The only people that will be able to take on that conversation is not the guy that works at Absa Cape Town. Nah.
Rise of the Coloureds.
It's the real Americans.
The real Americans. John probably said it too. He was saying, we also have Americans. Like, no, those aren't the right Americans. You might not make it here.
Yeah, that's my opinion. I think that's the only way. Because yes, you have, that those clashes or whatever, but the unity of those type of entities can make somewhat of a difference.
Cape Town, the Cape Town port was ranked the worst port in 2023.
Worst port? Damn.
Worst port.
Port. Port.
Yeah.
What are they not? What's happening?
I was trying to get more information because I thought it's like an import-export situation.
Yeah.
But they're not giving detail on why it's the worst port. Because it's interesting that to enter Africa, you enter through Cape Town. You want to do import-export like you enter through our harbors. Yes, you can go through East Africa and West Africa, but the reason, like when you read the history, like they always came down. They started at the bottom, then they infiltrated. So I'm wondering, like, what did you guys not do this time? Because there was nothing to change. Everything was working fine. What changed?
Yeah, you'd have to maintain it, I guess. I'm thinking it's that, just the maintenance of the
But
port.
if you are like the king of import-export for a country, maintenance is a default. You don't even need to be told. You understand. You are the epicenter of import-export for sub-Saharan Africa.
But it's almost like the conversation we were having last week, to say that I think that's one thing that we haven't gotten right and completely neglected, which is maintenance, of maintaining what we have. We have this conversation of like wanting new things and new bills and policies, just like, can we maintain what we have?
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't make sense. You don't maintain the car you have, but you want a new one.
Yeah. Well, some people live like that. Okay, it's broken.
100%.
Let me get a new one.
A lot of South Africans live like that.
White privilege. But I don't want to talk about that because I'm going to think about names and stories. And I want to say names if I tell the stories.
And I want to say names and tell the stories. You're going to come like Kanye West. I'm not going to say what is a doctor.
The surname starts
with
Jew.
How am I going to say it? He's a Jew.
I will say the surname starts with P. I'm done. The thing is, you probably know stories.
Leave it, TK.
Diddy's honorary doctorate degree has been revoked by Howard University, as well as the scholarship program has been stopped.
Of course.
How much low can you go?
How low can you go?
Are those shoes? We're taking those too.
Yeah, that chat just keeps getting so wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna end.
He might end up being like getting like Chuck Norris type jokes. Like, if there's a crime, it must be Diddy. There was a heist
already
in Ghana.
Diddy
did it.
Did the diddler. Yeah. No, but I think it's gotta end one way. Because I mean, like, right now, life must be the worst for him.
You know what's crazy with that? It's with all these allegations coming out, no charge, no arrest. How powerful are you that the whole public can talk about you, and months later you are still walking free? Yes, it's bad PR. You're losing things, and things are getting exposed, but no one can touch you.
I think when you watch the Jeffrey Epstein documentary, you have a little bit more, because they elaborate his life as they're speaking about certain situations. It gives you, like, a Jeffrey Epstein documentary, a Donald Trump documentary. It gives you a glimpse of just the level of power that exists, and like how we think life is normal. There's a whole nother tier of life that you can't even fathom.
You remind me of I'm watching this Netflix. I finished it now. A Netflix series called A Man in Full. It's a really good series.
Did watch it.
Freaking good.
A Man in Full.
The script, the performance, the cast. The way it's shot, perfect. But essentially, it's about a businessman who takes like a $1.2 billion
A Man in Full
loan, and you can see like how arrogant or how clouded you are in your judgment when you are that powerful to be able to source $1 billion from banks.
Yeah.
And you think everyone must just bend to your will until it's too late. Like now you get desperate. Even billionaires get desperate. But when billionaires get desperate, it's a weird desperation. It's not, flip. Okay, maybe I must just close these companies. I'm prepared to kill to stay where I'm at.
Yeah, people die when a billionaire gets desperate. People die. And that's why, I think that's why, like, politics or business even at that level is like, it's very hectic. And it's not everybody, but it's a large percentage. It's why even in the stories, like, with the Diddy conversations, it ties into certain other chats, or not ties into, but it brings light to as well. Yeah. Like a Jeffrey Epstein brings light to a long list of very wealthy and very powerful people that do weird things.
Yeah.
You know? I think hearsay, but even the time when the Oprah conversation comes out as facts is going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
You know? But A Man in Full is a very good movie in the sense of how it depicts that conversation.
I must shout out the lead actor there. Like, you went from Dumb and Dumber to being that.
He killed that role. He bodied that role.
Crazy. We didn't talk about the Kanye West thing last week.
Which Kanye West?
The thing with his assistant. Did we talk about that?
Oh no, we didn't.
You want this racist dick? I've said dick like that because now we're not explicit because it could be slang. You can't say you want this racist eggplant. It doesn't have the same weight. You want this racist dick. It's a weird thing to say to your assistant. I'm gonna beat this racist dick. Sir, what drug is this?
But you see, I will say one of the most important lessons I've learned in 2024. I think Ye is a genius, but man's got problems. Like, man's got problems. Man's is not okay.
Yeah, I'm at a point now when someone says they're declared a billionaire, I want to go, so what's their shortfall? Like, what's their shortcoming? What's their weakness? Because that's going to come out soon. So let's fast forward to that part of the story. Well done on the billionaire thing. Let's get to the problems because it's coming out.
Yeah.
Like we can see already. The one thing that bothered me was the Kim Kardashian thing. Her daughter playing Simba. She didn't even audition for the role.
On the new Lion King?
Not in the movie. They did a stage play or musical. There's like footage. I don't know if it was for school. You guys can correct me. I think it was like a proper play drama thing.
Okay.
And the story is people auditioned for the Simba role. You can imagine Lion King is iconic. So everyone wants to try to be Simba. Everyone wants to get the key roles. The casting director finished casting for Simba. They kind of made their decision. And on the last day of auditions, an Asian walks in and says, wait, there's still one more. And they said, no, but we closed. And enter Kim Kardashian with the daughter. She will play Simba. And they said, okay, fine, sing. And the judges were like, well, whoever the casting director was like, okay. And Kim Kardashian gave them money. Said she will play Simba. And now when you watch the stuff on TikTok and you see how she performed, it's like, this is Simba. This is the most important role in that story. Why would you give it to a child who's, and I don't want to say not talented, maybe she's talented somewhere else, but not in that field.
Yeah.
You're like disrespecting such an iconic musical.
I don't think it's that deep, TK.
Let her play a tree or something.
I don't think it's that deep, TK.
What? Give her a tree or like Rafiki's daughter. Add a role that was never there in the first one.
Rafiki's daughter.
Like,
Honestly, I don't think it's that deep.
Here's the deep part. You are subconsciously teaching your child that you can pay your way into anything or pay your way out of anything. That's a problem. So you're not working.
Yeah, but
It's like the LeBron chat that technically he could get Bronny in the NBA if he wanted to. I'm glad that the scouts vetted him properly.
they let him work.
Yeah, but they tore him apart in the reports. But I'm glad that happened. But technically, LeBron could have just spoke to the NBA commissioner and said, put him on because if him and I are on the same team, there's going to be more money in the NBA.
Yeah,
he could have just done that easily.
For sure, he's trying to hold out for that.
Yeah, well, no, I think he's gonna. I suspect he's gonna announce his retirement next year.
You have little faith.
That man is tired. Let him go be a billionaire.
He's not tired. He's dropping 20 on top of your favorite players.
He must join Ice
Nope.
Cube's Big Three.
No. He's dropping 20 on top of your favorite player.
Moving on.
Your favorite.
We're talking about what's the daughter's name? Is it Northwest or something?
Yeah, North.
I don't know. Do you want to teach that?
I don't think it's that deep because already they in that world. No, I wouldn't want to teach that. But it's unfortunate her mother's Kim Kardashian. So she's already keeping up with the Kardashians from birth. So that's why I'm like, but I want to say the damage has been done, but where North is concerned, she's just gravitated towards her father and being like her father.
Yeah.
Because she is a super creative in that manner,
Yeah.
in that sense. She got that creative gene for sure.
Yeah.
So that's also probably for, Kim's amusement and things like that. I don't think she's going to end up at the I don't think I should work hard to get stuff. Because her father doesn't reflect that. Because that guy works. Like, he as much as he's got the leeway to not have to do anything because he's really done it, he still does stuff because he's on a mission of some sort. Everything for him is not, I've got the money, I've got the fame. It doesn't end there. There's more to what he wants and he's striving for. I might not say it in specification, but you can see there's a thing that he's going for. And look, I don't know them from Bath Soap, but from what you see in terms of their relationship with North, it's giving like she gravitates towards that. And I think she sees more of Ye chasing this thing than I want to say anybody else, but like more than us, in essence.
Yeah.
I don't know about her mother on the other hand. I don't know. I mean, the only thing with Kardashians, I give credit to Kris Jenner where the Kardashians are concerned. I don't give the Kardashians credit. For me, it's not, oh my gosh, Kim is brilliant. No, she's not. Kris Jenner, on the other hand,
that's the mom, right?
Yeah, that's the mother.
Yeah, it's still weird going. The sex tape thing with Ray J is still a weird.
Yeah,
that thing still baffles me.
No, worst. She gets 2 awards at the same time: worst mom and one of the best business minds of the 21st century.
Yeah, that whole. Imagine watching your daughter have sex and go, "Let's do drop 2." What? Like it's like she lives in a telenovela.
Yeah.
How do you as a parent go? Yeah, he's really giving it to you, but nah, that's
but
not
the lighting
working.
was bad. You guys were not getting the stuff.
And as a daughter, you gotta hear that like you're underperforming.
You need to shoot it again, and you need to put the camera here so that you can see everything. And then that's what we're gonna drop. You're gone. Don't worry about it.
So technically, Kim's trauma is that she was exploited by her mom. Then
Yeah.
so it wasn't business; it was crime.
Oof. Ooh, hectic. Very hectic.
There was one thing I wanted to bring up, but I can't find it on my notes. You wanna go?
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's what I want to. Go.
Let's bring it back to South. The Kabza way.
Yes.
The godfather of Amapiano, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that production gonna drop on YouTube?
I don't know what they're gonna do with the production.
Because they dropped Metro Booming's one.
Yeah, they probably will. They probably will. But that was brilliant. You know, I wish I had the chance to go, but it was too cold. So I decided to stay
Was that your
home.
reason?
It was cold, yes. No, me, I don't play. It was cold. 0 degrees. Why am I doing outside?
The reason wasn't tickets are sold out.
No, come on, TK. I don't buy tickets, me. When last did I buy a ticket? But it was cold, so I stayed home.
That would have been the only Amapiano thing I would have gone to.
Why do you say it like that, TK?
Because as
TK.
great as Amapiano is, my threshold is really low. I
TK,
have an
we
hour
spoke
in me.
about this. TK, we spoke about this. And that time we have international people watching us.
Yeah,
And you
Amapiano's
say-
great.
And you say, you need to watch your mouth, TK. It's like, you can't be saying, like, what do you mean?
Amapiano's great. My threshold is just low.
Amapiano is the greatest thing happening in the world right
And
now.
I love it. It's
Yeah,
great.
So, but it's not about you, TK.
And
Don't
then
make it about you.
I must still enjoy it. If I
No,
buy
you
a ticket,
can-
I
no,
must
no,
still
no,
enjoy
no.
it.
You can listen to Beethoven. You can listen to Kendrick. Only
Okay, now
one.
first of all, I kind of listen to classical, but not like that.
Us, they like whatever. You can listen to K-Dad. Fine. But you need to put some respect on piano.
I'm not
man.
disrespecting it. I'm just saying that would be something I would pay for because
Okay.
I appreciate the concept and the thought. How do you fuse two genres? How do you put a classical orchestra with Amapiano and marry the two and make it sound perfect? That just sounds like a beautiful idea waiting to happen. Almost like AKA's what was his one
Symphony.
called?
AK Symphony.
Yeah, I wanted to see what does that sound like? What does that look? I thought they were gonna release like the production or at least create like Kanye West's late orchestra.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
thought they were
I'm
gonna do
really
that.
hoping that they're going to drop the performance. Excuse me, the show as a live album.
Yeah,
I'm hoping that they do that. That would be like so dope.
yeah,
I was though. So keeping to the positives first, I think what he did is very incredible. Also because there are only a few people that can do that. But
yeah.
Kabza's perfect because all his music is all the stuff that he's produced is musically correct. You know, so it makes it even easier for a symphony to fit into it.
Yeah.
You know, like that. You know, there were white guys on the orchestra. I don't know if you guys know
Yeah,
that.
I saw the photos.
You know, and them niggas have never heard of Dali Wango, you understand, ever in their lives. But they were, you know, they were playing.
I want to see them read the names first time.
You know, they were playing Adiwele. You know,
Dali Wanga.
Vi spelons Adiwele. Spelons Adiwele. But I thought, and for me, it's just that indication of, I think, the power of the project, but also at the same time, the power of what Kabza does.
Yeah.
You know, the only thing that I was slightly disappointed by was the fact that they didn't, the vocalists didn't come in at that level. So the vocalists were not rehearsed in.
Oh,
They were not written in.
okay.
They were not arranged in. The vocalists were not arranged in. They were basically backtracked in.
Damn, they should have just called my guy Kirk Franklin.
And I'm like,
Why is the producers loving? That guy's my guy.
oh no.
He's on
That's one
WhatsApp,
of the
yeah.
best. No, that's one of the best.
When it comes to
arrangers.
putting vocals together,
best
that man is
vocal arrangers
dangerous.
for sure. So all the artists, and it doesn't take away from their performance. You know, it doesn't take away from that, but I think it would have given it just another level. You know, when we watch BET and they doing the medley. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like it would have given it another level if the
100%.
vocalists came in and they
100%.
were arranged and they were rehearsing
Yep.
and things like that. So they didn't do
100%.
that.
I fully agree.
They did. Hence, the vocals are according to track.
Yep.
But the music is then arranged.
Yeah.
So
I think the only negative thing would have been the venue. It was a small room. It should have been.
I
It
think
should have been something. It should have been. What was it
don't
was
say,
Goldie
don't
Theatre,
say
right?
stadium.
No, not stadium. But it was a Goldie Theatre. Right?
Yes, it was. Lyric.
It should have been a Soweto Theatre. Not Soweto. It's Soweto. The one close to Wits. What's it called? Joburg Theatre.
Why?
Oh, but also Soweto Theatre because it's the main one is pretty large. Because did the first one not sell out in minutes?
Yeah, it did.
And then the second one sold out in minutes as well.
Yeah, it did.
So they just should have got a bigger venue for that. Not stadium. So I don't know how big the Soweto Theatre is. I've been to it, but I know it's big enough. I feel like it should have been somewhere there.
I think, and it's a conversation I was having with somebody. I think they were not going for. It was not about the audience. It was about the production.
Okay.
When I thought about it, I was like, that's what makes sense to me. So that our focus is not the audience experience.
Yeah.
Because I heard one or two complaints about the audio experience inside.
Okay.
Especially where vocals are concerned, like with some of the artists. And you're hoping and assuming the post-production will sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I would like to have that kind of unnecessary money to be able to pull like artists that I like.
Unnecessary money.
Yeah. When you have billionaire, you have unnecessary money. Like I want to be able to say, okay, Stogie T, I want to book you for this. You're going to do your set list, but there's 3 songs I want you to make with these 3 artists. And here's the band, here's the composers, here's the producers. But these 3 songs must be made specifically for this event. It will only be heard here. We'll decide when we release it. I want to do stuff like that. Like, let's put artists together, do these kind of mashups, and then go bam, launch like that. Because I know it takes money to kind of do these things, and sometimes you have to wait for an artist to like feel inspired and whatever. But I want to just have that unnecessary money to say, I want to work with you, I want to work with you. I just want to executive produce this, but I want to put you guys together in the same room, make it happen. Here's your money, here's your money.
Yeah, I think the productions give that excuse as well. I mean, he dropped Kabza's chant. Did you hear that? Of course you didn't. I mean, you don't listen to my piano. Why would you?
Wait, who dropped?
So day before the orchestra.
Yeah?
He dropped.
The 15-minute track that everyone's talking about?
14 minutes, yes.
I need to go hear it. I've been hearing people saying it's really good. It just felt long. Oh, I need to go hear it.
14 minutes or 15 minutes, about 8 artists. Yeah, if I remember correctly.
Is it going to be Song of the Year this year? Because he won Song of the Year last year, right?
No, so the whole thing was he created it for then.
Oh, that's beautiful.
The show.
That's smart.
Because it's an ode and praise to him.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
So it's always been like when artists come into studio, they always want to like add the praise to him and he's always like, don't do that. Like, just write your song.
Yeah.
Like, leave me out of it.
Yeah.
But in this case, it made sense because he's got a show, he's having a moment or whatever the case is. So, then they wrote that.
Yeah.
Very beautiful song. Beautiful. Of course, very spiritual as he is. But I wonder. I'm still looking to see how they landed it at the show itself as well.
Yeah.
Because I know I saw a snippet of Nkosazana doing her part. Yeah, but powerful song for sure.
Okay, 2 last things I want to bring up.
Yeah.
The founder of Black Brain Pictures, Mandla, bought the old Urban Brew Studios. The same studios that created Generations, Jam Alley, all those old school shows. He bought the entire thing.
Urban Brew.
It's so big that there's space to create like a school to train and teach people about TV and film.
The studio in Rambo. He bought the whole.
Is that where the old building is? It is in Rambo, right? If you guys know.
Damn.
That's a move.
Oh, I thought he was. The word I got, I thought he was building studios.
You know where I'm shooting myself in the foot? I think it was 2 years ago. I got a message on WhatsApp saying, so I heard you do like great drone work. It's like, yeah, I do. We need you to do drone work for Black Brain Pictures. They didn't give me the full brief on what it was for. I thought, oh, this is just another like startup company. I didn't know who they were. And I still have the number on my phone. And then come to find out, oh, Black Brain Pictures is his.
I don't know, but fair. Look, you didn't.
I like delayed it. I was like, yeah, whatever. Everyone's asking for drone work and they think it's gonna be cheap. That's why I like ruled it out. Like when I tell them how much it is to do drone work for an hour, everyone gets shocked. Like, this is too much. Do you understand how much a pilot license costs? Let's start there. And it's like I was like, whatever. You're not serious. And then Jiggy, this is Black Brain Pictures.
It's okay. I have his number.
Oh yeah.
If you.
I'm sorry. Sorry. You can book me. I'll fly for you. What you want me to do? What? Go through pillars? I got you.
But he's a man on a mission. That one.
I like.
He's been locked in.
I like ambitious people.
And I think only when like I circled back later and I met him, so we got to shoot something with him actually.
Okay.
There's a movie that's coming out that we
nice.
did with him. Very interesting. He's so locked in, and it's also why for certain periods we didn't see him out, especially because of lockdown as well. You know, that kind of helped him just kind of just disappear and keep the main thing. So he's probably been working on this for some time because the show, excuse the pun because I said lockdown and his show was lockdown, but I was actually referring to the COVID lockdown. I mean, lockdown, the show itself was brilliant. And coming off that, it made sense for him to be able to do more. Because obviously, you know, the Fergusons kind of came out and did their thing. But in my opinion, I feel like he can, with the resources, and I'm glad he's finessed getting them.
Yeah.
It would make sense if he leads, you know, SA television and production because of the standard and product.
Yeah.
Because I felt like the Fergusons had the quantity advantage, but didn't really land on quality.
Yeah.
You know, you cut the budget essentially, you know, and you use the name to leverage for position and power, and therefore quality, make more, blah blah, sell more, you know. But quality becomes such a bigger conversation because then that allows you to go further as an industry.
Yeah.
You know, and if we go back and play Lockdown versus The River, bro.
Yeah.
Lockdown sits there with Orange is the New Black.
Really?
That's where the thing sits. Like, did you know?
I haven't watched it. No.
No, you should, bro. Even if you just check, like, TK, you should. I should send you snippets, bro.
Is it on DSTV?
It was playing on.
That's why.
What does that mean?
I'm not on DSTV.
It's not the point.
I really live on the internet. I don't know where to find this stuff. I live on the internet. South Africans, please start torrenting.
No.
I'm playing.
The views of this nigga are not the views. This guy is like.
Just find a way for me to watch it legally. I'll watch because I'm all for like black businesses and stuff.
Really? Yes. So, dude, you'll love the writing, the producing, the way scenes are taken serious. Like, never mind the show, just how a scene is done, bro. I'm gonna put you on. I'm actually gonna show you. Like, they really outdid themselves, and I'd have to really think about it to think if there's any show that's matched that.
Interesting.
What they did on Lockdown.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The last thing on my notes was, I don't know if you know, it's World Loneliness Awareness Week. I don't know, is it world or is it just
What
Loneliness
is that?
Awareness
What's
Week?
that?
Hey man, we have weeks for everything. But I think that's a serious thing to bring in. There's a stat that said, and they measured just one country by itself. And I'm wondering, so how many times does it multiply? They said in UK, 9 million people find themselves lonely. They're at a place where they feel lonely. I think it's a real thing. I think loneliness can, and this is great that we bring it here because it's also Mental Health Awareness Month. I think a lot of people are at that place. We do a lot of stupid things sometimes because we find ourselves in a place of loneliness. Our decision making sometimes veers off because of how we feel as a person. We feel like alone. I think the irony of like, when I read that, for me it's, you know, I enjoy being alone, but there are times I felt lonely despite how much I enjoy being alone. Does it make sense? And I feel like that's a real thing.
I'm just checking here the cost of a puppy.
Oh my word.
I mean, is it too sensitive? Is it okay? Okay.
You're saying closer woman things now. Can't you just get a puppy in jail? You'll be fine. Lonely? Just send me money. I'll come. The producers are closer. That's why they don't love it.
I love it. This nigga, just took away here. Yeah, no. I mean, I guess also that's why it fits in the month as well.
I think that's a real thing. J Molly.
Wow, TK. That's not loneliness though.
I
mean, but look, I'm not disagreeing with. I'm saying I guess it is a byproduct of. Yes, but Molly is not lonely. There's whatever he's dealing with, and then, but like we're saying, as a result, part of that could be you're feeling lonely or whatever the case is. But I also think, part of that, when you like really think about it, it's almost like because our world has been so digitized.
Yeah.
We could sit and chop it up as friends on WhatsApp in a WhatsApp group, and
you feel connected, but you're still so distant. Yeah. Yeah.
But I think that's why I'm anti that as a form of let's build relationships. And hear me, which is a thing of if your aim is to build and engage in depth, let's link and sit and talk about nonsense.
Yeah.
Whatever. Talk about whatever.
I fully get that. I fully agree.
I think the notion of us being in a WhatsApp group is convenient, but
yeah,
I don't think it's conducive to depth where relationships are concerned.
I get what you're saying. Wait, how many minutes do we have left?
56.
Okay. My last point was with this. When I read the stats and whatever, it took me back to our days when we were working in the church.
Yeah.
Do you know how often I felt lonely? I felt more lonely than I felt cared for.
Yes.
My whole time.
Yeah.
And then whenever I got scolded or whatever, it would be TK, your own worst enemy, because you talk to no one. I talk to no one because I feel lonely here. It feels like everyone's against me anyway. So even if I share, you're gonna weaponize my weakness.
For sure.
And
sorry, please finish.
Yeah, and so when I read that, I was like, yeah, I can kind of get why a week like that would be necessary. I just don't know what the outcome of that is. Like, okay, yeah, now we know that it's awareness week. What does that mean? Are we saying check on your friends and then? Like, because it's very hard to measure loneliness. Because, like, for example, when in our experience, we're around people every single day. It's very hard to pick up if someone actually feels lonely in their head, because it's first in the head. Like, yeah, I have no one to like bear this burden with, and it's a very tricky thing. So I understand why awareness weeks are weird, because it's very like pulling out something like loneliness is a weird thing to pull out, but it's just wondering what the outcome is. What happens after that?
Yeah, I think the question is like, what's the call to action to it? Like mental health has a call to action in terms of the question is, what's the call to action? But yeah, I think that's why for the most part I'm just like, for me in a digital world, like that made that situation even worse, because you have people around you but you're not connected to those people. Because even to your example, like you have people that engage with you just for specific reasons, I guess, and not really for the how you doing, how things going, what's happening, everything cool, yeah. Oh, I saw this, did you see that? Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then even from that, it's never like let's go do that thing that you like doing, or I'm gonna go do that thing, come with, type of thing. You don't have that two-side, because I think what also other humans don't understand, even as you're like around an individual, is like you have to foster and cultivate a relationship to the extent that somebody can speak on stuff. It's not you just asking. It's sometimes just pulling up, we hang out, we talk, talk nonsense, Then coming off that is like, actually, there's someone I want to speak, get off my chest. Do you mind, us having this conversation? You get what I'm saying? And I think also that's also the difference. But we're losing, my whole point is like, in the world we're in now, we're losing that skill and that ability. And that also becomes one of the most powerful things to have.
Yeah.
I definitely lean into that. I prioritize human engagement as much as I am more an introvert than I am an extrovert by actual fact. But when I engage with people, I engage fully.
Yeah.
You know, because I understand there's less of that in this world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting chat. We had a hectic situation actually. I don't know if you saw Shebshxt got into an accident. It's very crazy. I think it's his second one, something like that. But his daughter passed away. I think that's just the worst.
That's heavy.
It's very, very. It kind of also just got me thinking back to, you know, D'banj losing his child, Davido losing his child. Being in an accident, getting injured is one thing. Losing your child is just another. And that's irrespective of how you feel about the individual or whatever. That's just
It's
so
like
tragic.
that shouldn't happen.
Yeah. So, you know, just sent whatever messages to the team, etc. Just wishing him speedy recovery. But I think after the recovery, you still have to now deal with the loss of the child.
Yeah.
And I mean, you being a new father, that's also just like, I don't think I can imagine it. Like I can't.
Yeah, I think I had this conversation with someone. I think we could wrap it up here.
Yeah.
When you have a child, it's crazy how your decision making matrix changes immediately. So, like, for example, like just a few weeks ago, I just randomly decided I'm gonna slow down on alcohol just for a bit. Let me take leave for a bit because I'm noticing different changes in my body. It's not that I'm in pain. I'm not dying or anything, but I feel like let me just pull back a bit. And it wasn't because I'm trying to like bulk up or whatever. It's just like, no, I want to make sure I'm here for my daughter. There was a weird thing in my head. It's like, I just want to make sure I'm here. And it was like, that's interesting because I think had she not been around, it's like, oh, I'm fine. It can continue the way I'm doing. Yeah.
Because it's just
and it's like weird. Like everything has changed. Like, oh, yeah, I enjoy working, but I get more peace just chilling with my daughter. And you know how I used to love just working, like working there. And I was like, no, I need to sleep because I want to wake up and chill with my daughter before I touch a laptop. Let me spend an hour with her, and then I'll go get, like, everything changes. So when you read something like that, it's like, oh, it's heavy. Like, I don't know how strong the bond was, but regardless,
I think
it's your blood.
I think regardless. Yeah. So, that's just, you know, the unfortunate thing that happened in the week. In almost kind of in the same situation yesterday. Was it yesterday? Or Zintle was, I think, the happier side of situation. Zintle was celebrating Murder's birthday. And I think that relationship bond is so dope, what they have going on there. I think it's just dope in the society that we live in to see, you know, just publicly some of these core valued aspects, you know, like where, because they have this interesting relationship that's so positive in the sense that they celebrate each other as individuals. And I think it's just very dope in a place where everybody's always just the dominating aspect, chat, you know. It's about who's got the most this, the most that, who's doing more, you know what I'm saying? And I think they both obviously successful and doing well, and I think they're doing well even as parents raising the kids, even in their setup that they're in as well. But, you know, I just wanted to mention it because I just thought it was just really dope because they're very consistent in that. Obviously, we don't really know them like that, but I think it's besides the point, just highlighting just here this factor. Anybody can say whatever, in addition to other stuff that we don't know, but that also would be allegedly. But I think it was just dope just seeing that. And I was just like, it's something that, again, in our society and in the times we're in now, it's like when you're in relationships, just being able to honor and praise the other person goes a long way. Your partner, in essence, and kind of moving away from this whole notion of like, either trying to be better. It's weird that you, even in a relationship, you gotta prove a thing.
Yeah.
I think that's a strange place to find yourself in.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, shout out to that. She bought the man a Cobra.
Come on. See, in
Bro.
South Africa, here we love Americans. You heartbroken people. Watch our stuff.
Watch our
We'll show how to do
Wholesome
it.
content, my brother. Wholesome content.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Wait, before you say bye,
Yeah.
I got another one. Things you can say at your job that you can't say about your partner. Sure, how many people have been here?
Damn.
Okay, I'm done. It's been good. Guys, go back to work.
I'm so done.
Why does everyone keep resigning? Sorry, I need to stop. So they just leave?
Okay, can you stop?
I need to be a comedian. If you guys need a writer.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We appreciate you guys. Do continue to engage with us. Let us know what you think of all the crazy stuff this man says. Leave your stuff in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe, share this to a friend if it made you laugh and made your day as well. And do engage with us on social media as well. Follow us on Instagram, follow our Instagram page, and keep up with all the chats. Yeah, we do appreciate you guys. You already know that. Thank you very much for supporting us. We do appreciate you. All right. That's so. What's happening with the NCNDA?
It's Destiny's Child featuring SWV right now. Yeah. It's Mandoza featuring Danny K. Whatever collab you can think about, Arthur Mafukate featuring Kurt Darren is what's going on. Yeah.
So, Vele, we're getting
Secretly. They're not going to say. They're going to just call it a government national.
We're getting a
whatever.
deluxe album.
Yeah. Double disc. Like people still make those.
Okay, yeah, no, I just stopped. I just said, you know what, it is what it is, whatever. Okay, but yeah, guys, stay safe. We'll see you guys next time. This has been Before Your Weekend. We'll talk about the week before it ends. One time.
You watching before you weekend.